Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Pablo Esco Collects, and it's been about 3 years since the last time I did a collection room tour video. A lot has changed, so let's go ahead and do an updated room tour. Let's get it popping. I'll see you guys in the next clip.
Get it poppin', keep it too real, keep it too raw. I cannot lose, I cannot fall. I'm not perfect, yeah, I got flaws. One for certain, I'm gonna ball. Keep it myself, I don't trust many. Keep it 100 like 10,000 pennies. It's time to work, gotta work harder. We making moves, not calling powers.
Let's go ahead and get started with the left side of the room. This right here is my Pokemon shelf, guys. In my last collection room tour video, I didn't have this many Pokemon cards, and it was not organized like this the last time that I did a collection room tour video. In the last video, my cards were all over the place. I didn't have a lot of necessary stands like the way that I do now. So let's go ahead and show you guys what has changed as far as my Pokemon card collection goes. So we'll start here at the top, guys. Right on top of the shelf, I do have the Pokemon, the 3-pack that shows Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. I thought this was pretty cool. This is the Pop Deluxe moment. And yeah, this came out, I believe, probably like almost maybe like a year and a half, 2 years ago, probably. And this card right here, this is the Ancient Mew promo card that came out back around, I believe, 1999, 2000, when the Pokemon movie first came out. You were only able to get this card if you purchased tickets to watch the movie inside the actual movie theater. This is a very sentimental card. This is one of my favorite Pokemon cards to ever come out. And if we make our way to the right side, this right here is a PSA 10 Giratina from Lost Origins. And I actually pulled this card from a single pack that I bought from one of my local card shops. I was able to pull this card probably about maybe like 2 years ago. And yeah, I actually submitted this to PSA back at Collecticon 2024. And surprisingly, it came back as a PSA 10. I was really happy about that. But let's go ahead and move on. This shelf right here, this is where I display all of my raw Charizard cards that I have pulled or purchased. This is one of my favorite shelves that's in my collection, as you can see. I also want to mention that the reason why I go so hard with collecting Pokemon cards these days is because when I was a kid, it was actually really hard for me, to buy Pokemon packs, growing up as a 10-year-old kid. Sometimes, our parents wouldn't always want to buy us any Pokemon card packs. So, it was actually very seldom that I actually get a chance to buy a lot of Pokemon packs growing up as a kid. Most of the time, the times that I would get Pokemon cards was around my birthday or Christmas time, and that would be the way that I would get a lot of Pokemon cards to rip open, was by asking for Pokemon cards as my Christmas gift or my birthday gift. Those were pretty good, fun times in my life that I can remember growing up as a 10-year-old kid collecting Pokemon cards. We have a bunch of different Charizard V-Star Rainbow cards here from Brilliant Stars. We have a base set Charizard. I wish it was a first edition. We have a raw Charizard Celebrations card right here. We got the metal Charizard. Yeah, we have so many different Charizards, guys. This is the Charizard from Darkness Ablaze, the Rainbow Charizard from Champion's Path, the shiny Charizard from Shining Fates. Shining Fates. And yeah, man, so many Charizards, guys. And as you can see right here, this is my baby right here. This is my metallic Charizard Funko Pop. This Funko Pop actually is a unreleased, canceled Funko Pop. It was supposed to drop for Wondrous Con 2022, but it never did. I was able to buy this pop online. I'm really happy to have this metallic Charizard in my Funko Pop collection is probably in my top 3 as far as Funko Pops that I own. And on this shelf right here, I have my Mewtwo versus Charizard theme shelf. Mewtwo is one of my other favorite Pokemon characters growing up as a kid. So you already know I had to add the SDCC Con Sticker Flock Mewtwo to my collection. And then if you go to the right a little bit, we have the PSA 10 Crown Zenith of Mewtwo V-Star. And if you can look at this, Mewtwo is fighting Charizard in this card right here. So this card, you actually see Mewtwo's point of view. But then when you go over and look at this card on the right, it's Charizard versus Mewtwo, and it shows Charizard's point of view when he's fighting Mewtwo. I thought that was pretty cool. This is also a PSA 10. And right here, I have a first edition Mewtwo. It is shadowless. This is another one of my favorite Pokemon cards that I own in my collection. This one is really sentimental to me. It's actually not the original first edition Mewtwo that I used to have as a kid. Crazy story about about these first edition cards. I used to have a binder, full of first edition Pokemon cards when I was like 10, 11 years old. And later on in life, I actually ended up losing that binder somewhere in my house when I was a kid. And to this day, I can never find that binder that was full of first edition Pokemon cards. To this day, I really don't have no idea what happened to that binder. I really wish I didn't lose it. I've been looking all over the place inside of my parents' house trying to find that binder, but I can never find it. But oh well, it is what it is. When you're a 10-year-old kid, it's kind of hard to keep track of your belongings and take care of the stuff that you own. And when I was like 10, 11, 12 years old, I really I just wasn't being responsible enough to make sure that I don't lose my things. I lost a lot of different toys and action figures and cool stuff when I was a kid. But oh well, that's just life. That's I think that's probably another reason why I collect so many Pokemon cards right now as an adult. Just to make up for losing all of my cards that I used to have when I was a kid. As we make our way further down the shelf, all of this right here is my PSA 10 Charizards. All of them are PSA 10s except for this one right here. This is a PSA 9. And then all the way to the left is another PSA 9. I actually got this from a very nice person while I was waiting in line to get some things signed at AwesomeCon, I believe 2023. A nice guy that that was talking to me, that was in front of me in line. We were having a good conversation. We both found out that we both collect Pokemon cards, and I told him that Charizard is my favorite Pokemon character, and he was nice enough to actually give me this card for free while we were waiting in line. I thought that was real nice of him to do that. That's one thing that I do really enjoy about being a collector. You meet a lot of nice people in this collection community, whether it's collecting Pokemon cards or figures, or anime related things, Funko Pops, all types of different collectibles, man. You meet a lot of nice people, man, and you meet people that are very selfless and that are really nice, so I really appreciate that. This is my favorite card right here. This is the Hidden Fates Shiny Charizard PSA 10. I bought this online for resale value probably like 2 years ago on eBay. And most of these cards I actually pulled myself, which I'm very happy about. I pulled this one right here. This is a Brilliant Stars Charizard. And what else did I pull? I pulled, I pulled this Shining Fates Charizard PSA 10. Yeah, but all of these are PSA 10s. Some I bought online, and some I bought from conventions. I actually pulled this card as well. This is a PSA 10 of the Pokemon 151 Charizard. I remember when I pulled this, and I actually got this one graded at Collecticon 2024. PSA had a booth at Collecticon, and you know, I submitted about maybe like 12 cards, and this is one of the cards that I submitted, and it came back at 10. So I'm really happy about that. But let's go ahead and move on to the next shelf. And right below the PSA 10 Charizard shelf, I do have a few Pokemon Pops. I used to have a lot of different Pokemon Pops, man, but you know, I was running out of space, so I had no choice but to sell some of them. But I kept a lot of my favorite ones, as you can see here. I really do love, you know, the EV evolutions. I am missing Leafeon, unfortunately, but I do have Glaceon. I do have Umbreon right there, if you can see. Sorry about the glare. And then can't forget about these three PSA 10 Pokemon cards right here. This is Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. This is from the Pokemon Celebration set that came out in 2021. So you know I had to make sure I had these in the collection. But yeah, that wraps it up for the Pokemon shelf. Let's go ahead and move on to the next collection shelf. Oh yeah, and also on the same shelf, I have some other random things. I got this Naruto figure that was gifted to me from a friend. And then right behind it, I have 3 Franny Funko Pops. You know, I have so many different like collectibles. It's hard for me to display everything that, you know, that I like and that I have in my collection. So I try to display all my favorite things. I thought this one was pretty cool to display, since this is actually the first Franny Funko to come out. This is a 3,000 piece Franny Funko, as you can see right here. This is actually the first one that came out. This one came out, I believe, C2E2 Con back in 2024. And then right above it is Franny Funko. This is a 1,050 piece, as you can see right here. Had to add this one. This is a Franny Funko, I believe. She is as Pink Ranger, actually, if you can see that. I am a big fan of Power Rangers, especially Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I was really into that when I was a kid, so it was only right that I added the Franny Funko as Pink Ranger. This is the Diamond edition. And then right above it, this is the NFT redeemable Kitsune Mask Franny. This one was an NFT drop, and I managed to, you know, pull this grail and get it redeemed. So this is pretty cool. As we go more to the right of the room, I have some anime prints that are on top of my wall right here, right above my closet. This is a Vegeta print. If you guys saw my last collection room tour video, I had this in the video, but you know, I had to make sure I display this Vegeta print. Vegeta is one of my favorite Dragon Ball characters, so you know, I thought this is pretty cool to add to the print collection. And then when you make your way down, this is a cool print too. It basically shows a lot of different you know, anime characters, you know, from several different anime shows. And then to the right of it is Goku from Dragon Ball Z, and it shows all his different forms. I thought this was pretty cool. Right here, this is one of my favorite parts of my collection. I am a big fan of Demon Slayer, and this is my Demon Slayer, I guess you could say, collection shrine, mural, whatever you want to call it. This is a vaulted vinyl display. It holds 9 pops, and these are all my signed Hashira pops from Demon Slayer. I had a really good time, you know, getting all of these signed. It took a while to get all of these signed, but you know, I finally made it happen. But yeah, Demon Slayer is one of my favorite animes. It is one of the newer animes, and you know, to be honest, man, they have like the best graphics and they have the best animation, especially their fights. This is a print of all of the Hashira. as you can see right here. And then on top of the vaulted vinyl display is all of my Demon Slayer Hashira SH Figuart minis. I thought this was pretty cool. I actually bought this from Box Lunch probably like 2 years ago. It's kind of expensive, but you know, oh well, you know, it is what it is. And then as we make our way down, these are the signed Funko Pops of all of the Hashira. I had a good time getting all of these signed individually. You know, it took maybe like about 2 to 3 years to get all of them signed. You know, but I did. You know, I'm happy that I was able to get it done. This is a signed Shinobu, signed Rengoku, signed Giyu. This is a signed Sanemi, and the voice actor for Sanemi, Kaiju Tang. This pop was actually signed at his first, you know, signing appearance, and I believe that was, if I can recall correctly, that was Otacon. Yeah, Otacon. It was either Otacon or Katsucon. I can't remember. Sorry about that. But if you, to the left of is Guillaume Otto. This is signed by Crispin Freeman. I got this signed through Streamily when he was doing, you know, signings online. And then to the left of it is a Muichiro, signed by Griffin Burns. And then to the below that is Mitsuri. And then we have a signed Obanai. And we have a signed Tengen Chase. Yeah, these are some of my favorite Funko Pops that I have in my collection. And I'm really fortunate, you know, to have this. Pretty dope. All right, let's move on. All right, if we go more to the right side of the room, right here, here's another vaulted vinyl display. Naruto is my favorite anime, actually. It's my favorite anime, and you know, I'm a big fan of the Akatsuki. So you already know I had to get, you know, I had to have a dedicated section for the Akatsuki Pops that I have. Not all of them are signed. You know, maybe one day eventually I'll be able to get all of them signed. I'm missing a few, but you know, in due time it'll happen. You know, I'll just let it happen, you know, naturally. You know, I'm not gonna like rush it or force myself to get autograph Pops, you know, but when that time comes, I will eventually get a signed Nagato and a signed Orochimaru. But if you look on top of the vaulted vinyl display for Akatsuki, we have a Akatsuki print. I thought this was pretty cool. I had to buy this and add this to the collection. And then I got a loose Itachi Pop and a loose Pain Pop right on top of the display. And this is my Akatsuki Pops, guys. Right here I have a signed Deidara. I have a signed Hadan Chase, signed Sasori, signed Konen, signed Pain, unsigned Nagato, unsigned Kakazu. I have a signed Toby and a unsigned Orochimaru. I'll eventually get those signed. And right here, this is one of my favorite things in this room. This is my Itachi collection, my Itachi detox shelf, as you would say. Itachi is my favorite anime character. I just think he's the GOAT, man. If you guys haven't watched Naruto, I really recommend you guys to watch Naruto. You can literally binge watch it on Crunchyroll or Netflix. But let's go ahead and show you guys what's on the top of the shelf. So right here, I have a SH Figuarts of Itachi. I actually came across this figure at Fairfax Comic Con last year. One of the vendors was actually selling this. And I was really happy to run into this Itachi figure. You know, I've been looking to get a SH Figuarts figure of Itachi for a while. And, you know, when I ran into it at Fairfax Comic Con at one of the booths, I definitely had to pick it up. And then right here is the two 6-inch Akatsuki Pops. You know, obviously they're bigger than the 4-inch vaulted vinyl display that I have here. So I had to just put it, you know, to the left of it. This is a Kisame and a Zetsu 6-inch Funko Pop. And then when you go down below it, this is actually a very cool addition to my collection. I actually have a signed Akatsuki croc, an Itachi croc. This was actually signed by the Japanese voice actor from Otakon 2024. This is a very sentimental piece to me. I went through hell trying to get this signed. But that's another story. If you look at my, if you do look at my Otakon 2024 vlog video, you'll see what we went through as far as the signing goes. But anyway, yeah, but I got this signed. I thought this was a cool piece. I probably should have got it signed in a different color instead of red, but it's all good. It is what it is. And then on this shelf, here's some of my favorite Itachi Pops that I have. If you look at this one, this is signed by Crispin Freeman, the English voice actor. And the quote is, "I'm going to watch over the hidden leaf from within the shadows." That was a quote that that Itachi said while he was, you know, in the Anbu Ops. And then below that, I have a custom Itachi. This is actually one of my favorite Funko Pops in my collection. This is a custom that was made by Bosco Store GT. If you watch my last collection video, you'll see this pop as well. I still own it till this day, and I'll never get rid of it. As you can see, it's Itachi in a straw hat, and the eyes actually glow in the dark too, which is pretty cool. I thought this was pretty cool, so I had to add it to my collection. Shout out to Bosco Store GT. And then to the right of it, in the middle of the shelf, this is an Itachi statue. I forgot the name of the company that made it, but I thought this was a pretty cool piece of Itachi sitting on that chair right before he fights Sasuke. And then to the right of it is another signed Itachi Pop. This is Itachi with Crow's box lunch exclusive. Also signed by the English voice actor Crispin Freeman. This is a pretty cool piece. And the quote is, "One's reality might be another's illusion. We all live inside our own fantasies." I thought that was a pretty cool quote. And then right above it, this is actually a really cool piece. This is actually a Anbu chase signed by, it's dual signed by the English voice actor and the Japanese voice actor. And this is a custom box that is actually Itachi themed. This is actually pretty cool. There's a lot of different like artwork and things from the manga, as you can see. Scenes when he's fighting Sasuke. This is a cool custom box. I bought this from a seller on Whatnot. I believe, yeah, actually, I believe Sparkle Pops. Shout out to Sparkle Pops. They're sellers on Funko Pops on Whatnot. You know, please hit them up, man. They have a lot of custom pieces for your Funko Pops, or custom boxes for Funko Pops. As we make our way down, here's an Itachi versus Sasuke themed shelf. This is a SH Figuarts Zero statue of Itachi. And right to the right of it is Sasuke, also a SH Figuarts Zero statue. And yeah, man, I definitely had to add this to the collection. This is an infamous scene of, you know, Itachi fighting his brother Sasuke. And I'm a big fan of collecting SH Figuarts Zero statues. I also have SH Figuarts statues of Demon Slayer Hashira, which I'll show you later in the video. And then behind it, I have, this is a manga. This is the cover of Itachi and Sasuke. This is the manga when they fought. To the right of it, I have an Itachi mini Lego and a Sasuke mini Lego. I picked this up at Fairfax Comic-Con as well last year. And then to the right of it is another Itachi Sasuke themed manga, volume 25. Right behind it is an Anime Heroes Entertainment Earth convention exclusive Anime Heroes figure set of Sasuke and Itachi. I believe the figure itself is metallic. Alright, let's go ahead and move on. On this shelf right here is all of my unsigned Itachi Funko Pops that I have. As you can see, I got Itachi with Crows, the box lunch exclusive. I got the Childish Collectibles Itachi Uchiha Chase reanimation. I got a Abu Itachi Chase from Chalice exclusives. As you can see here, I have a this is Abu Itachi where he's standing on top of that pole. I got the AE exclusive, and I have the non-chase Chalice exclusive right behind this figure. And then as you can see in the front, I have some more Itachi figures and a fig pin and Itachi's headband. And then on this shelf is more mangas. This is the Akatsuki manga cover. And here's some books of Itachi's story. And then this is this is the newer Itachi SH Figuarts figure that came out. I bought this at Big Bad Toy Store online. Right here I have a Gojo print of Gojo from JJK or Jujutsu Kaisen. Gojo is my favorite character from Jujutsu Kaisen, and I thought this print was pretty cool. Had to add this to the collection. And then to the right and above the Gojo print, I have some more anime prints. As you can see, this is the Naruto print showing Naruto's different, I guess you would say, forms from the anime series. And then to the right of that, I have another print where Goku is fighting Naruto. I thought this was pretty cool since I'm a big fan of both Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. Alright, let's move on. Right here I have another print. This is a Pokemon and Avatar mashed up collab print. As you can see, it has Charizard on the left, Blastoise on the bottom left. It has Aang in the middle. It has Lugia on the top right and Venusaur on the bottom right. I thought this was a pretty cool print. Had to add this to my collection. And then when you look below that, this is a Demon Slayer print of Tengen with his 3 wives. Pretty cool print. And then when we make our way to the right, we have an Anime Heroes 2-pack of Naruto versus Sasuke. And then right here we have an Itachi print. This Itachi print's pretty cool because it's like it changes 3 different ways when you move around. Like right here, this is Madara with his Susanoo. Then you have Itachi with his Susanoo, and then you have Sasuke with his Susanoo. So I thought this was a pretty cool print. Just throughout the years, man, I buy a lot of prints that I run into when I go to conventions and stuff like that. This one I actually bought online from Wiz Yakuza. He also has prints as well at conventions, but this particular one, I actually bought this one online through the website. This is all the Uchihas with their Susanos, including the copycat ninja Kakashi with his Susanoo. If you know, you know. And then when we make our way to the right of that, we have a bunch of different anime prints. Right here I have a signed Naruto print by the English voice actor Mealy Flanagan. Got this signed. And then to the right of that I have a Dragon Ball Z Naruto mashup. It's Dragon Ball Z characters wearing Akatsuki clothing. You know, DBZ is also one of my favorite animes, so I thought this was pretty cool to have a, you know, Naruto and DBZ together. This is pretty dope. To the right of that, I got another Dragon Ball Z print. It's it's a lot of characters from, you know, like from the good side versus the bad guys. This print is Naruto and Sasuke versus Deku and Bakugo from My Hero. My Hero is another anime that I enjoy. Right here I have a Bearing Mode Naruto print. And then right here I have an Attack on Titan print of Eren, Mikasa, and Levi. Attack on Titan is another anime that I enjoy. And then right below that is a bunch of bigger prints from Naruto. As you can see, we have Kakashi right here, Madara, Sasuke, and Itachi. Yeah, I collect a lot of different prints, guys. So there's actually some prints that, you know, I ran out of space on my walls, so I have in storage, but these are some of my favorite prints of my collection that I'm willing to show. And this right here, this is my 48-inch Samsung Smart TV. I recently bought this a couple months ago. Got an Xbox One, right? The Xbox Series X right here. This is the digital one. And then if you look to the left of that, this is my little gaming desk setup that I have. It's not the best setup, but you know, it works. I got my PS5 right here. And then I got this is a Samsung Odyssey. I believe this is a G5 monitor. Yeah, I think this is a Samsung Odyssey G5 monitor. I picked this up a couple months ago. I love it. I most of the time I play on my Xbox Series. I have another Xbox Series X to the left right here. This Xbox is actually for my monitor itself, and then I got another Xbox for the TV. Don't ask me why I got two Xboxes, but you know, it just depends, man. If I have guests, you know, we play Xbox on the TV, and then if it's just me playing on the Xbox, you know, then I'll usually play on the monitor. Got my iPad right here. Yeah, it's, you know, it's nothing, you know, crazy, you know, but you know, it works. That's all I gotta say. Oh yeah, right here, this is behind the door of the room. This is a Naruto scroll, and I actually got this as a gift from, shout out to my boy Ricky. He actually got this for me at, I believe, Katsucon. So shout out to my boy Ricky. Thank you for gifting this to me. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate you, bro. That shows all of the Naruto characters from the show. I thought that was pretty cool. Alright, so now that I'm done showing you everything that's in this room, let's go ahead and move on to the other room where I have more you know, things in my collection. Let's go ahead and make it to the next room. Alright, so as we walk into this room, this is actually my, I guess I would say, my anime section of the room. And here it houses my three favorite animes: Demon Slayer, Naruto, and also Jujutsu Kaisen as well. So let's go ahead and get started on the right side. All right, so up here, this is all of my Demon Slayer SH Figuarts Zero statues that I have. These are most of them are the Hashira, as you can see, but then I also have Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu right here. I'm waiting for SH Figuarts Zero to release the statues for Gaome and Obanai and Sanemi. I'm still waiting for those to come out. They haven't came out yet, but you know, best believe when they do come out, I'll add those to the collection as well. As you can see, I have Tengen on the top left, then I have Giyu, Shinobu, Mitsuri, I have Zenitsu right here, Inosuke, Tanjiro, Rengoku, and Muichiro. I think these SH Figuarts Zero statues are pretty cool. You know, I collect these, and I'm waiting for the rest of them to come out Hashira wise. And then as we make our way below that, Here's some signed Demon Slayer pops that I own. The Demon Slayer movie just came out actually yesterday. I'm gonna be watching that in the next couple of days. But yeah, man, Demon Slayer is one of my favorite animes. Like I said earlier when I was showing you guys the Hashira pops. And then when you make your way more down, I have more Demon Slayer collectibles. These are the SH Figuart minis. This is the Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles game that came out for the Xbox Series X. I have the whole entire Demon Slayer manga box set. I've read the whole entire manga. And I got some more like Tanjiro Funko Pops. I got a Giyu statue that I picked up at, I believe, Otakon 2021. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next shelf. On this shelf, I got more Funko Pops. It's really hard to display all of, you know, my Demon Slayer Funko Pops. But, you know, I try to show, like, a lot of my favorite ones. There's just so many, you know, Funko Pops that it's hard to show all of them, unfortunately. This is a Sabato autograph. And this is actually, there's no Sabato chase. I just, you know, I took out the Sabato, the one where he's wearing his mask from the 2-pack that came out. I took that out of the box and I put it in a common Funko Sabato box, and I put a chase sticker on it just to be funny, you know. I pretty much had to take matters into my own hands with this one. Alright, on this shelf, I got more Funko Pops. This is the Nosuke GameStop Pop and Tea. This is the Tanjiro and Sakonji 2-pack from San Diego Comic-Con. And then I got Tengen with his 3 wives right here. And a Nosuke autograph. Shout out to my boy Hyper. I got that from him. And then when you make your way down, we got some more demons from Demon Slayer. As you can see, this is the demon section. All right, let's move on. All right, and so the next shelf, this is my Naruto shelf. As you can see right here. Let's go ahead and start from the bottom this time. So the bottom, these are Naruto Funko Pops. I got Hinata Chase. I got a Kiba Auto with Akimaru. I got a Rock Lee Auto, Madara, Entertainment Earth exclusive, Kabuto, Momoshiki, Hot Topic exclusive. We got a Madara GameStop exclusive, My Guy FYE exclusive. I got a Killer Bee Chase Entertainment Earth exclusive. I got a Neji Chase Entertainment exclusive, and then the section, the shelf that's above it, this is my Sasuke section right here. So, you know, for Naruto, since there's so many Naruto pops, I just decided to display a lot of my favorite characters from the show. So this is my Sasuke section right here. As you can see, we got a SH Figuart of Sasuke, and then we got the Sasuke Uchiha, where he's wearing his Sasuke Pa encyclopedia. This is my Sasuke PR pre-release. This is a broken 6-inch Sasuke Susanoo. The sword broke off. I dropped it one day, but oh well, it is what it is. This is a Freddy Funko as Sasuke Curse Mark custom pop that I bought on eBay. Moving along, this is the Kakashi section. Right here, I have a Kakashi Anbu chase. I have a Kakashi autograph chase. This was actually gifted to me from my friend Leanne. Leanne Collects. Thank you, Leanne. She got this for me for Christmas one year. I believe it was 2023. Oh, sorry about the lights, guys. Right here, I have another Kakashi, Freddy Funko as Kakashi custom. I bought this on eBay. I thought it was cool, so I bought it. And I got a bunch of different statues and figures. I got a Kakashi card right here. Got a Kakashi SH Figuart figure. I got this Grandista Kakashi statue. Let's go ahead and move on. On this shelf right here, I have Kurama. I got Kurama. This is the GameStop glow-in-the-dark Kurama mode Funko Pop. To the left of it, I have Kurama. This is the pre-release Hot Topic exclusive Kurama. And then right here, I have Kurama with his majestic attire. On this shelf right here, I have my Naruto Pops. As you can see, these are all of my Naruto Funko Pops. This is I got a Minato chase right here. You know, it's Naruto's dad, so had to add him in there. And this is pretty cool. This is these are my loose Naruto Pops. Basically all the different like versions of him, pretty much. As you can see, Naruto running. This is Naruto in his I forgot the form that you call it, but this is his Kurama mode form. This is Naruto with his Rasen Shuriken. This is Naruto Sage mode. This is Naruto in his Kurama Link mode. This is Naruto when he was the Hokage in Boruto. And then this is Naruto Baryon mode. Alright, let's move on. Up here, we got some more Naruto Pops. These are some of my Naruto signed Pops. Signed by English voice actor Maylee Flanagan. Here's the Hot Topic Glow in the Dark 6-Path mode. This is the Naruto pre-release signed. I got a custom Naruto Freddy Funko's Naruto Pop that I bought online. Naruto Sage mode signed and an unsigned one. This 2-pack of Hashirama and Tobirama. This is signed by both of the English voice actors. Then I got a Jiraiya on Toad signed by English voice actor David Lodge. This is a signed Naruto Pop. This is actually signed by Peter St. Paul, the English voice actor of Kurama. Got a Kaguya right there. And this is Rock Lee signed by the Japanese voice actor. And I got a Mike Guy New York Comic Con Pop right above it. Right here, this is my JJK section. Well, most of it. On the top is still a Naruto section right here. I couldn't fit it on the other shelf. But this is all pretty much, this is pretty cool. These are the Funko Pops of all of the Hokages from Naruto Shippuden, as you can see. And then I got a random Naruto Pop right here of Hinata and Jiraiya. Alright, let's move on. So right here I have Gojo autographs right here. These are my signed Gojo Pops. And then to the right of it, I have some of my solo leveling Pops. This is a Sung Jinwoo Chase, Egress Chase, and an Egress Common. And then on this shelf right here, here's some of my signed JJK Pops, Jujutsu Kaisen Pops, signed by the English voice actors of Yuji, Nabara, Todo, Megumi, Toge. And then this is Toji, Fishiguro Chase, pre-release. But yeah, man, these are my JJK Pops. I'm very selective when it comes down to like Funko Pops, especially these days. There's so many Funko Pops that I'm not able to display that are, you know, they're all in storage. But these are some of my favorite anime Funko Pops that I have. So these are the ones that I decided to show you guys. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Now that we're finished over with the JJK Funko Pop section, let's go ahead and move on to the left. Right up here, I have my Madara Uchiha collectibles. If you look right here to the left, these are my Madara Funko Pops. I got the Madara GameStop exclusive. I got the Madara Reanimation GameStop exclusive. To the right of that, I got Madara Uchiha. This is the C2E2 con sticker pop that came out. And right above that, this is actually the Madara with Susanoo Funko Pop. I took it out the box because the box was damaged, so there's really no point in keeping the box. And plus, I actually like the loot, the way that this pop looks. I felt like the box wasn't doing it justice, and it deserved to be displayed outside of the box. Look at the detailing of it; it's pretty crazy. And to the right of that, I have the Madara Uchiha SH Figuart figure. This is a con exclusive. I believe this one came out at New York Comic Con 2023, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then below that, this is my little Mikasa section right here. I got this Mikasa statue at, I believe, Akatsuki 2022 from a vendor. This actually was a custom statue figure that was made by John Medcribs Jr. and John Melines, I believe. It was actually 2021, I apologize. This was Katsucon 2021. And then to the right of that, I got a bunch of other Mikasa Funko Pops. This one is signed by the English voice actor. I have some more signed Funko Pops right here by the English voice actor Mikasa. And then to the right of that, here's my WWE wrestling collectibles that I have out on display. The rest are stored in bins because, like I said, I don't really have no space. But I am a big fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin is one of my favorite wrestlers. Growing up as a kid. So I got the WWE Ultimate Edition. I have the Stone Cold Steve Austin 7-Eleven exclusive and the GameStop exclusive. Right below that, I just picked up this Outsiders Ultimate Edition figure set. It comes with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. I haven't gotten the chance to open this one up yet, but I plan to do so in the future when I have some more space to display my wrestling figures. Here I have the New World Order 3-pack Funko Pop, Walmart exclusive of Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash. And right here I have my D-Generation X Walmart exclusive of Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Again, these are very sentimental to me because these were my favorite wrestlers growing up as a kid. I'm a really big fan of like the old school wrestling era, like the Attitude Era, the Raw era, SmackDown, WCW, from like 1997 to like year 2002, 2003. That was when I was really into wrestling. All right, let's go ahead and move on. All right, and on this shelf, this is my, I guess I would say, my Marvel and Spider-Man shelf right here. So for Marvel, man, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero in the Marvel universe. Especially when I was a kid, I used to watch the Spider-Man animated series, and I used to collect all the toys when I was a kid. And yeah, definitely Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel hero. So I decided to make a nice little display for my Spider-Man collectibles. Let's go ahead and start here at the top. And so up here, you know, these on the left, these are my X-Men. This is my my Magneto, Quicksilver, and Scarlet Witch 3-pack. I put this here just because I didn't have no space right now. But like I said, eventually, you know, when I get more space, I'll be able to display them out the box and set them up, pose them nicely. To the right, this is my Hot Toys Spider-Man, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man box. I put this up here just because I didn't have no space, but I think the box is cool, so, you know, it was worthy of being displayed. And then when we make our way down here, this is the Amazing Spider-Man Mafex figure sealed. This is, I guess you could say, this is like my, this shelf is like my Spider-Man sealed figure section right here. To the right of that, on the middle, I have the 25th anniversary 25,000 piece Spider-Man Funko Pop. I believe this came out at a con. I haven't gotten a chance to open it yet. And right here, this is the Marvel Legends Maximum Series Spider-Man. As we make our way down, to the right, I have the retro Spider-Man sealed. And I got this random Spider-Man from the Miles Morales movie. I got a Spider-Man pin. Here's another Marvel Legends Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man definitely is my favorite Marvel's hero, and also I really enjoyed the Spider-Man movie that came out, so I still got that on DVD back when it first came out. And then behind that, let's go ahead and I'm gonna show you guys the hot toy in a minute. Behind that, I have the Spider-Man die-cast Funko Pop. This is the non-chase. The chase one is actually all silver, but I actually like the non-chase better. I felt like the chase, the all silver chase is a little boring. And then to the left of that, I have this 1,500 piece Hikari figure. And right here I have I believe this is the Amazon exclusive 3-pack of all 3 different Spider-Mans from the No Way Home movie. And right here, this is my favorite piece. This is my very first hot toy of the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Tobey Maguire. I just recently started getting into hot toys recently, and this is actually the first hot toy that I picked up. It was only right that, you know, I got the, you know, since I'm a big fan of Spider-Man, that I had to get the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Like I said, he is my favorite Spider-Man, and it is my favorite Spider-Man movie to come out. I think Spider-Man 2 was the best one though. Let's go ahead and make our way down. Alright, so this particular section of the shelf, this is my black suit, my Spider-Man black suit symbiote Spider-Man section. It's a whole bunch of different black suit Spider-Mans, you know, from Marvel Legends to Mafex to Toy Biz Marvel Legends. I also have the special Funko Pop right here. I got a Bitty Pop Chase. And if you look behind here, here's the retro black suit Spider-Man. And then to the left of it, excuse me, give me 1 second. Here's the Toy Biz, the sealed Toy Biz Marvel Legends black suit Spider-Man. Yeah, man. Just, you know, a lot of these collectibles that I collect, it just really gives me a lot of nostalgia, you know, growing up as a kid. I used to have all of these Spider-Man action figures when I was a kid, man. So it feels good to be able to own these again as an adult. You know, because I really wasn't good, you know, with my toys and my collectibles as a kid. You know, some of them got lost or broken and ended up throwing away. You know, but I really, growing up, as you get older, you tend to appreciate, the things that you used to have and that used to make you happy when you were a kid. So, but anyways, let's go ahead and move on. Right here, this is my Carnage and Venom display section. These are all sealed. To the left here, I have my Mafex Carnage. Right behind that, I got my retro Spider-Man series action figure of Carnage. And I have 2 Funko Pops that are out on display of Venom and Carnage. I got the 85-year anniversary retro Venom. And then right here I have the Mafex Venom right here. Yeah, that'll be my Venom and Carnage section. Let's go ahead and move on. And then right below that, Spider-Man, the game that came out for PlayStation. I really enjoyed that video game. I beat the whole game, and I really enjoyed this game, man. Both Spider-Man Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2. I really enjoyed these games, and this game was actually one of my favorite games to come out on the PlayStation 5. So it's only right that I picked up, the Spider-Man 2 black suit Spider-Man figure, and then behind that I have the Venom from Spider-Man 2, and then I got some of the Funko Pops from Spider-Man, from the Spider-Man game. All right, let's go ahead and move on. All right, and this is probably, we're starting to get to the more favorites, the more favorite parts of my collection. Here on this glass detox shelf, I have a bunch of different things. Right here on the top of my glass detox shelf, I have the Dark Knight Batman hot toy of Christian Bale. This is the Batman armory with Bruce Wayne and the Batman suit by Hot Toys. I recently just picked this up. I thought this is pretty cool. You could actually see the Batman suit inside of the armory. When it comes to Batman, my favorite Batman is Christian Bale and the Dark Knight series. I really enjoyed the Dark Knight trilogy. I actually, when those movies came out, I really enjoyed them. It was like one of my favorite Batman movies to ever come out. But shout out to the other Batmans, such as Michael Keaton, George Clooney, Val Kilmer. I did enjoy those Batman movies too. But if I had to pick my favorite, it would be Christian Bale as Batman from The Dark Knight. Yeah, this is such a sick hot toy, man. The detailing on it is crazy. All of the different, gadgets and accessories that are on display for the armory is pretty sick. And then the Bruce Wayne right here is on top. Right here, I have my loose X-Men figure collection. All of these are Marvel Legends. Had to display out, these out of the box. It's only right that I did so. But as you can see, I got Jubilee, Jean Grey, Cyclops, Wolverine, Psylocke, brown suit Wolverine, Gambit, Bishop. I got Iceman, Beast, Professor X, Colossus, Storm, Angel, Rogue. Oh yeah, and don't forget Nightcrawler. And then as we make our way down, here's my Mandalorian collectible section. I got the Black Series helmet from the Mandalorian. I got this this Funko Pop of Mando and Grogu. And I have a couple of the Black Series Mandalorian figures that came out. Sorry of the way I'm displaying them. Just don't have a lot of space. And then as we make our way down, this is my Broly section. I got a bunch of different SH Figuarts. This is my statue. And then behind that I have a signed Broly, signed by Johnny Young Bosch. Let me go ahead and get these out the way so you can see the other things. But like I said, I got this signed by Johnny Young Bosch. And then here's my Super Saiyan Broly Chase. Alright, let's go ahead and move on. And here, if you remember earlier in the video, like I said, I was a big wrestling fan growing up as a kid, especially like from like 96 to like 2002. And during that time period, around 97, 98, this is Sting is actually my favorite wrestler of all time. I really enjoyed that time period. You know, when he had the you know, when it was Crow Sting. And I actually got this AEW figure signed by Sting. I met him at GalaxyCon Richmond a few years ago. So I was able to meet him right when he announced his retirement. The line for him was crazy, man. But you know, I was really happy I was able to meet him. You know, when he retired. I have this Sting Funko Pop signed by him as well. And I got the red and black Wolfpack Sting GameStop Funko Pop exclusive. Alright, let's go ahead and move on. Right here on this shelf, I have Batman from the Dark Knight on his Bat Pod. This is a McFarlane toy. I thought the bike was cool, so you know, I decided to pick this up and display him out the box. And here's my Batman, the Dark Knight series DVDs. All of these I bought when the movies, you know, first came out on DVD. That's how much I enjoyed the movies. And on this shelf right here, this is my Iron Man hot toy, Mark 6 with suit up gantry 2.0. I recently just bought this. This is such a sick piece right here. When I first started getting into hot toys, you know, I told myself I had to get an Iron Man hot toy. Iron Man is actually, as far as like Marvel Studios, when all the Marvel movies started coming out, you know, this is my favorite one. This is the one that started it all. I really enjoyed the Iron Man movie that came out. Iron Man and Iron Man 2 are my favorite Iron Man movies to come out. So I had to get this hot toy. As you can see, this is such a big you know, diorama. It takes up the whole entire shelf, as you can see. But yeah, the detailing on this is so crazy. It actually lights up too. Super sick. And then right below that, I have my SH Figuarts figures of Vegeta and him in his grade 8 Vegeta form. Like I said, Dragon Ball Z is one of my favorite animes. It was actually the first anime that I ever got into back when I was a kid. Vegeta is the GOAT. And then right below that, I have some DBZ Funko Pops of Vegeta and Goku, as you can see. Alright, so now that I showed you all of the different collectibles that I have on display in this room, let's go ahead and take you over to another part of my house that has some more of my collectibles that are out on display. Let's go ahead and go out to my living room. All right, so this part of the collection room tour, this is out in my living room. I actually have a couple of things out here, not that many, but this is where I display my sports Funko Pops of my two favorite basketball players. This is my LeBron James section, as you can see right here. These are all my different LeBron James Funko Pops that I have out on display. I got the Miami Heat LeBron James Funko Pop up there. Cleveland Cavalier LeBron James. I got this this Funko Gold Chase, as you can see. Got the fake pin. This fake pin was gifted to me from my friend Leanne. Shout out to my friend Leanne. Got a LeBron James card right here. And then as we make our way, I have some LeBron James Michael Jordan prints out on display. This is above my TV. LeBron and Michael Jordan are my favorite basketball players. I also have a lot of love for Kobe Bryant as well. And then right up here, this is my Michael Jordan Funko Pops out on display. And I also have a Kobe Bryant Funko Pop up here as well. All right, let's go ahead and move on. And right here, this is my Filipino collectible section. I guess you could say I'm Filipino, guys, if you didn't know. And I'm a big fan of Manny Pacquiao. As you guys probably know, Manny Pacquiao is a Filipino boxer. And I have some of his collectibles out on display. I got this Manny Pacquiao 2-pack right here. Above that, I have a Jokoi signed. And shout out to my boy Ricky. He actually gave this to me as a gift. I appreciate that. If you guys don't know who Jokoi is he's a famous Filipino comedian. He's a pretty funny guy. If you haven't watched any Jokoi comedian videos, or if you don't know about him, do your research and watch some of his comedy. And then as we make our way down, I got some Jollibee Funko Pops, and I have more Manny Pacquiao Funko Pops below that. And this is a Hot Wheels Jeepney. This is actually, if you guys don't know, these vehicles are all over the Philippines. So if you know, you know. This is the way a lot of Filipinos travel in the Philippines. This is like their taxi cab, I guess you could say. And then right here, this is a signed Manny Pacquiao frame. Manny Pacquiao signed this himself. I bought this from a sports collectible store around my way. And then right here, I have a signed Manny Pacquiao glove. As you guys can see, this was signed by Manny Pacquiao. I also bought this from one of my local collectible stores. Pretty cool. So we're starting to get to the end of the collection room tour. Here in my bedroom, this is where I display all of my Fast and Furious die-cast car collection. Fast and Furious is another one of my favorite movies that have came out, and I do collect the Fast and Furious die-cast cars. Right up here, I have my Mia's Integra die-cast car. I got Brian's Subaru, Johnny Tran's Honda S2000. I got Jesse's Jetta. I have Paul Walker's Nissan Skyline. I got Suki's Honda S2000. Brian's Mitsubishi Eclipse from the very first Fast and Furious movie. I got Dom's Mazda RX-7. And from Tokyo Drift, I have DK's Nissan 350Z. And then as we make our way down, this is a Vin Diesel. This is Dom's Dodge Charger. And this is Han's Mazda RX-7 right here. We make our way down. This is Brian's Toyota Supra from the first Fast and Furious movie. And then here we have Brian's Lancer Evo from Too Fast, Too Furious. Yeah, guys, so this is my Fast and Furious diecast collection, guys. Alright, guys, so that will wrap up my updated collection room tour of all of my collectibles as of 2025. And guys, I appreciate y'all, man. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for y'all love and support, as always. And if you guys like what you see, please feel free to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know, I really appreciate, you know, everybody's support and love. And until next time, guys, y'all be safe. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.